Dividends, dividends, dividends. I love dividends. And in this video, I'll show you guys how much I'm making off dividends and why I love dividends so much. Let's get into it. Welcome to Piece of the Pie with Ty. I'm Ty, and I appreciate you guys coming to check my channel out. If you like any of the information in this video, please hit that like button. And if you find any of this information helpful, please share the content. My channel is all about making sure people are aware of the different avenues to get a piece of the pie. And today, we're going to be talking about dividends. I'm going to show you guys my annual dividend income and show you guys why I like dividends so much. To do this, we're going to go straight to the computer. Alright guys, to start it off, we're on Dividend Watch. Dividend Watch is a great site and platform to use to monitor your dividend portfolio. It can be compared to Simply Safe Dividends, but the price of Dividend Watch is free for 10 securities. But if you want to go more in depth and put your whole portfolio up there, it is a price of about $39 annually, but you don't have to. You still can get access to a lot of things with the free site. Like it tells you the Dividend Aristocrats, high yield, but that's premium, so you have to pay for that. Blue chip stocks, premium, you have to pay for that. REITs and other companies like Dividend Zombies, and they just suggest a lot of good companies for dividends. Again, this site is solely for people that are really heavy into dividend investing. But we're going to go straight to my portfolio. So I'm going to go to my stocks. And now I've uploaded all of my portfolio, and the only thing I couldn't put up here is certain growth companies that don't give dividends. And of course, I couldn't put my cryptocurrencies up here. But for the most part, this is my portfolio. And you can add transactions as to when you bought the stock, and you can add your whole portfolio up here. You can even, when you hit add transactions, you can put whatever stock it is. Let's put SPHD. You guys know I love SPHD, but let's put SPHD, and then you can put the date you bought it, you can put the amount you bought it at, and how many shares you bought, and you can add it to your portfolio. And that's, like I said, that is the benefit of this. So this is a pretty accurate rundown of my portfolio. Might not be spot on, but it's pretty accurate. And it'll show you all your holdings. And as you guys see, it shows you your overall portfolio dividend yield, your annual dividend. So you can see right here, annually, I will make $210 from my dividend portfolio, and it shows you the amount you have in there based off your securities and the total return you have made from your portfolio. And of course, you have to stay on top of it, and you have to insert when you buy stocks for this total return to be accurate. I don't think I was doing that right off the bat, but I have adjusted it, and I've been making sure I'm spot on so I can document my total growth. And it says the amount of dividends that I've received this year so far, $52, which is good, which is pretty good. But as you guys see, you have to put a lot of money into your account and have to really be focused to make this dividend income go up. And I'm going to be making this dividend income go up, and I'm going to do countless videos so you guys can see how that number will start to go up. Just to give you guys a look at how you increase your dividend income. One thing that's really important to all dividend investors are making sure that your company continuously pays dividends. That's why people go after the Dividend Aristocrats, the Dividend Kings, and the Dividend Zombies, because they have a track record of, no matter what, they have paid dividends to their investors consecutively, and increase the amount of dividends they pay out consecutively. That's why that title of aristocrat, king, or zombie is really important, because there are companies that no matter what went on, they continuously pay dividends. So that means they're really strong companies. If you go down here, you see Apple still paying dividends. But during the pandemic, people like AMC, everybody at AMC is hot right now, but AMC stopped paying its dividend. All right. Of course, AMD doesn't pay a dividend. It's a growth company. And then you see Cyber, which is a tech ETF, ETF that's solely in the tech sector. It says they have suspended their dividends. An ETF that suspended its dividends. Delta, if you guys don't know, Delta does pay a dividend. Was supposed to pay a dividend, but they suspended their dividends during this whole pandemic. Who else? You see right here, Southwest suspended their dividends also. And that's something that you want to know. That's something that you want to know, that if your companies are suspending their dividends, and these companies and ETF have suspended their dividends. So sometimes that'll give you a hint on if a company is really strong or not, and if you should bank on them in the future on giving dividends. Because everybody know COVID hit a lot of companies, but some companies didn't waver and continuously paid its shareholders their dividends because they were strong companies, and they were still able to pay out a dividend no matter what was going on. So again, that's how you tell if a company is very strong or not. So those aristocrats and kings, those titles mean a lot. But yeah, that's one of the things that's pretty cool that this site shows. Also, you can see the X date for the dividend, and this date means you have to get in the company before this date right here, so you will be eligible for its dividend, and that's pretty cool too. Now I'm gonna show you guys what I really like about Dividend Watch, which is the Dividend Calculator. So I'm gonna open my portfolio in the calculator, and right here you can see the projection on what you will be making in dividends in the future. So I'm gonna go to select investment length, and I'm gonna put 10 years, and I'm just put reinvesting. I'm not gonna add additional investments, just to show you guys what reinvesting would do. And as you guys see, if I did nothing else to my portfolio, didn't buy anything anymore, and I just let my portfolio sit, I showed you guys I was going to get $210. If I just let it sit in 10 years, I would be making $728 just for letting it sit annually. But of course, I'm going to add more to my dividend portfolio. So if I add additional investments monthly, we're going to put $450. I add $450 monthly to my portfolio. Calculate. And you see how in 10 years, now it's saying in 10 years, if I add $450 a month to my portfolio, I will be making $3,526 just for letting my portfolio sit. So that's really important, and that's why I like dividends. So that was just a quick update on how much I'm making in dividends and why I like dividends. Check Dividend Watch out because it's pretty useful. You can even play with numbers. For example, if you want to see how much you would get if you had a certain amount of shares, you can even put it in the dividend calculator. Say, for instance, I wanted to know how much it would take to earn $1,000 a month from dividends. You can see that. Let me show you. I'm going to use O Realty because they are a dividend aristocrat. So if you had about 7,500 shares of O Realty, which would cost you around $500,000, just $500,000, that will put you out at $12,000 annually. So roughly $1,000 a month. And that's how much you have to put in for dividends to get things like $1,000. So that's why it's imperative that if you really want to make money off of dividends, you put money into your dividend stocks. And then let me show you guys if you did get to that and you hit reinvest and you do it for a length of, just say 5 years. 5 years. So your dividends will be compounded. So then you see that 12 turns to 34 in 5 years if you don't touch that. You just let it grow. The sooner you have a substantial amount of money in your dividend companies, the more you will be able to grow. Just wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, guys, that was a look at my dividend portfolio, and I just showed you guys why I'm so big on dividends and a few things to look out for when you're selecting your dividend companies and things to pay attention to. Make sure you guys check out Dividend Watch. It's really a nice site to use, and in the description down below, make sure you check out the book I have about easy money dividends. And if you enjoy dividends, you can watch me on my journey as I grow dividends, so you can get an idea on how to start allocating money to your dividends and watching them grow. If you like any of the content in this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and come back and see me. I got plenty more to talk about. Thanks.